Hey guys, tightrope here, bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Twin Beaches. I'm today spawning on the left. Google Translate tells me this is Little Freya with US forces straight away locked into armored. Going for the Vet 1 and starting out with triple scouts. On the right hand side is Barbarossa with Wehrmacht unselected on battle group currently. In terms of rankings, where do I have this? This one here, sorry. Little Freya 21, Barbarossa 37. So Twin Beaches, historically one of the worst maps for Wehrmacht in terms of win rate. Just such a large map. Hard to cover with machine guns and AT guns. But we're in a different meta now where maybe the US player is going to be making lots of machine guns. So maybe it plays against the US player.
Grenadiers assembled.
Double scout, 2 greens, pretty standard stuff. Big question is, does Barbarossa go for machine gun next? Sometimes I go for machine gun after the first green as well, just try and win the fight for this hill. Okay, as you can see, got a bit of action on the flanks from Barbarossa. The squad ready to flank. Camp behind the heavy cover right now. Scout does manage to secure the capture. Popped up an early smoke and flare. Pies are coming around the long way. Didn't duck through that gap there. Applying some pressure now. MG wants to set up again, but keeps getting forced back. And there's the second machine gun now by Little Freya.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle.
They're chipping away. One good thing about scouts alongside this build is they provide such good vision for the machine guns. Allows you to use these at long range very easily. Bit of an unusual setup path there. Oh, maybe. Oh, set up in a blind spot, you saw that. Too low on the ground. Doesn't have an angle to shoot there. Can happen sometimes on this hill on Twin Beaches. Freya managing to sneak around the side on that here. Barbarossa fighting well, but he is losing some map control over here, but it's a similar story. Scouts, however, faster at capturing. So it's good for Freya on that side.
Our territory is exposed. We must re-establish a connection.
And, you know, slowly but surely, Barbarossa hugging cover, waiting for angles. Gets the job done. Wins the fight, holds on to the fuel.
Headquarters has an officer stationed.
Okay, chucking down a fighting position here with the half-track. Not upgrading it yet. Fire's about to get run off by the captain here. Or maybe not. Captain got in close. Fire's already Vet 1 as well. You have to worry about maybe the half-track coming in and wiping the pile on retreat though. So it's time to get out of here. It's a Faust on it. Pio trying to soft retreat around the long side. So even before it's upgraded to the quads, you know, after the machine gun buffs it's got 2 or 3 patches ago, there's a lot more of a threat on retreat. Now, Freya's capping on the top side again, and look at this. Barbarossa going for the Vet 1 training. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grenadiers. 5 greens.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle. Stuka aircraft ready to strafe our enemies.
So you're going to upgrade to the quads. There's a little bit low on munitions. Did upgrade some of those scouts with the flares, right? Maybe that's hurt him a bit on his upgrade timing. B10 coming up now. A lot of low health scouts, so it's going to work out nicely. Got some sandbags up covering the fuel as well, so it's good for Barbarossa. He's well dug in. So far, his map control situation has been pretty good. But maybe that's the side effect of going for 5 grenadiers. It's a lot of stuff early on, and hasn't really been that well punished because Freya going for the half-track, not going to the quad. Isn't really be able to run off these grenadiers that effectively, and Barbarossa's been doing a really good job sticking to cover. I do see this upgrading actually to the 75mm M3. Strangely enough. Now going for another machine gun. I think honestly Barbarossa could maybe thinking, Freya could be thinking about going for a sniper in this situation. Got a load of squads from the enemy just camped behind heavy cover. And you've gone for the safe AT option from your half-track. Maybe a sniper would be a good option. Scouts to provide vision. Another machine gun's going to be slow going, chipping through grenadiers behind heavy cover. Much slower than a sniper would be. Feels like players are just scared to go snipers these days. I don't know. I've been sniping it up the last couple of weeks and barely ever getting counter snipes. Crazy. Creeping forwards here with the scout. Vet 1. Put a machine gun in this fighting position. Can it not spin around? Okay, there it goes now. Okay, use this barrage on that. I suppose it did force it back, but maybe the machine gun was going to force it back anyway. Could have used barrage somewhere else. Don't see many times a machine gun getting into this lighthouse, but here it is, and it's actually working out quite well. Looks like I've got zoom hacks from this position. Grenadier coming around on the flank. But overall, these kind of fights can be quite good for Barbarossa. If he takes some damage, machine guns typically don't drop models that effectively. So if he takes damage in heavy cover, then just backs the Grenadier out, pops the Vet 1 heal, can actually hold on to ground very effectively. And because Freya doesn't have a quad to then chase away the Grenadiers after they've retreated, it's actually leading to Barbarossa having a lot of map control. Getting run off now. Freya's gone for a bazooka. It's actually Panzer Grenadier Company though for Barbarossa, not Luftwaffe Company. I think Freya is expecting a Wehrmacht, but that's not what's coming, and has now been scouted out. The AT gun trying to knock down the fighting position. Dodges the artillery from the captain. But yeah, it means that probably not going to see a Stug from Barbarossa. So probably no tanks for quite some time. So both the AT half-track and the bazooka team kind of not up to much for Freya. So in terms of build order, Barbarossa has outfoxed Freya, I would say. Gone for another 75mm M3. Feels like he's kind of just autopiloting this build regardless of what he's playing against. T-gun under a bit of pressure, but not enough to decrew it.
The enemy is stealing our territory from us.
75mm M3s forcing a few retreats here and there. Got a mid bunker in the works for Barbarossa.
Sector lost.
Hasn't upgraded it yet. Panzer Company coming online as well. One thing that I've been doing after building my mid bunker is queuing up a move order with my pioneers. Because they take so long to build those bunkers in your base.
Sector lost.
And I always accidentally send my pioneer out of the base. But by queuing up an order, I know that, okay, until they've left the base on their own accord, they haven't finished construction. Helps me time it a bit better. Could argue I should be doing that in the first place, but, you know. I'm doing it now. It's working. So yeah, 4 machine guns now for little Freya. And this is where things are starting to go a bit pear-shaped for Barbarossa. He's been investing into a whole bunch of tech. Ooh, it's a scout white backpack here. And Freya hasn't got any side techs or anything. So he's got just a huge army. 15 population ahead right now. Even more before that scout died. And maybe about to be a bit more. This could be the end of the Grenadier. Can the green... Nope, survive. It cannot. Oh, Grenadier in the building going down to the 75mm3 barrage as well. Oh boy, after such a strong start, things are starting to go horribly wrong for Barbarossa. 2 green wipes back to back. He's got some stoss in the build now. Backs out with the Grenadier, forcing the engineer retreat. Engineer in the building. Up there, still quite annoying. Jumps into jam. Decapture with a fresh scout. But, you know, the Grenadier's being vet too, helping them out a bit in these fights. Usually the scouts kind of out-vet them because they gain efficiency from capturing points, but the efficiency training is really helping Barbarossa out. Stoss popping their vet 1, just charging straight into the machine gun. Can't be suppressed, throwing out a red phosphorus. Double 75mm barrage. Even the Grenadiers not really hitting the Stoss too well. They're still on the move. Grenadiers doing their best to dodge. Maybe was hoping the Grenadiers could merge into the Stoss, but I don't think he's going to get a chance to do that here. Capping out on the edge. Machine gun jumped out of the building. Did he start shooting at that with the pack? I think he might have. Swapping sides now. Threatening the building to collapse with the machine gun inside it.
Luftwaffe ground forces available as reinforcements.
Barbarossa still had one of those 2 white Grenadiers. He'd be in such a good position right now, but 2 Grenadiers wiped. Quite a lot harder. Bringing in the strafe here. It's both the machine gun and the engineer. 2 75mm barrages though. Finding these Grenadiers and chipping them down on help. What was that? Heck, shooting at the machine gun. Oh my goodness. What is this? 2 direct hits back to back? Don't usually expect to see that from the pack. Probably like a 6% chance of happening. I suppose team weapons have higher target size, right? So maybe it's even higher than that. So crew members on team weapons easier to hit than normal infantry. Maybe it's like an 8% chance of happening. Useless stops for one again. He's got 2 of them. Barbarossa for officers' quarters to get them the instant Vet 1 activation, and it's really helping him to overrun these US force machine guns. There's 4 machine guns too much. It is very hard to prevent usually, but yeah, the instant Vet 1 Stoss is actually countering them really well. So Barbarossa, he's aware, he's got some strats to deal with the US meta. Seems to be working out quite well from right now. Let's try to sneak around the side. And they do. Just straight retreat from Freya as well. Sometimes you can try and like reposition. Hope that after the flank your opponent stops microing and you can actually set up another angle. He's still have plenty of health to try to go for that with, but doesn't try it there. 3-5 more than 3 barrages, forcing Barbarossa back a bit. EP situation, slight lead for Barbarossa at this stage. He's done a pretty good job holding the top side. Oh, and the Vet 1 activation on the Stoss again completely overruns the machine gun after that. Okay, the Stoss Vet 1, the secret weapon of Barbarossa, now stealing away one of those machine guns, getting a scout wipe as well. Doesn't show up on the kill counter for some reason. Wow. Okay, engineers though getting on top of the AT gun, brings in the strafe, so the engineers have to fade off to the side. And now out of the optimum attacking range, a bit too far away. He's got the sweeper out as well. Did he just pull that sweeper out? Maybe he's worried about running over a mine. It's a pretty common spot for him about here. Even if he decrews it now, it doesn't really matter. It's so far back. There we go. Straight easy 8. Is that easy 8? Yeah, that's it there, right? Gets a squad wipe straight away with it. Barbarossa not very well prepared for this. He's got a second pack in the build now. He's going for a Brummbar. Still has to contend with these double 75mm M3s. They haven't had a chance to shoot at infantry or at vehicles the whole game, but they're about to get one now against the Brummbar. But they're not as good as they used to be, you know, with that new blinding shot instead of the target weak point. Much less impactful. See if Freya's gone for anything else here. No other side tech, just checking. Pack setting up out the back. Popping off one. It's just fair one, but it's getting blasted by 2 machine guns and they're vetted up as well.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Here comes the Brummbar. Backed up by 2 packs. Barbarossa could get some more mines up. That would be a decent idea because he's got an okay composition against what Freya has right now. But once Freya gets a second easy 8, he's going to be at risk of getting flanked. A very big risk. But there we go. Brummbar slapping in some big damage. Backed up by the double AT guns. Still only got the 1 pioneer after that squad wipe earlier, so Barbarossa's got to be careful. Appears a bit slow going for him at the moment.
Pioneers standing by.
Okay, he's pushed out another one. Meanwhile, though, Captain capturing on the edge. He went for the artillery on the Captain. So, not going to have target weak point. Or mark vehicle, whatever it is. Mark vehicle, I think it is. To aid with penetration on the Brummbar. And honestly, like, the artillery from the captain hasn't been that good so far. I think we've maybe seen it twice. But because Barbarossa didn't go for any machine guns, just didn't have as much impact. We've seen a lot more players getting away from the artillery with Wehrmacht, against Wehrmacht. But yeah, at least Freya does know, not going to be up against heavy tank, has seen those Luftwaffe strafes. That does also mean Barbarossa maybe going to get the, you know, manpower reductions from that as well as from the bunker. It does really help you fighting against US forces in the late game, helps you keep up with their incredibly low reinforced options. Even better than them at the moment because Freya doesn't have any tick. And there come the mines now. Yep. Due. I don't know. Does this have a sweeper? It's kind of hard to see sometimes. They put their sweeper away when they're doing repairs. But I don't think we've seen too much sweeping from Freya. He's going for advanced logistics now as well. After the second Easy 8's hit. Double AT guns here. Okay, bit of a move coming in. Hasn't pushed the Unga Bunga button though. Did he not go for the... Is it Seek and Destroy? Is that what it's called? Both AT guns getting decrewed by the Easy 8s. Okay, bring in frag bombs, but they did nothing. That was trash. I mean, as much... Oh, nice. Gets 175 mil kill. Actually produced a second pack. That helps save the day. These frag bombs were bad, right? They were really bad. Still think the Lloyd is probably the better choice. Stormtroopers have been capping on the edge while all this has been going down. Just because, you know, I know the anti-tank portion of this loader has been nerfed quite a lot, but it still pins really well. The anti-infantry portion. Maybe can pin one of these machine guns, prevent them from firing altogether. Pin the bazookas maybe, something like that. So this is trouble. Stoss could be getting wiped on retreat. So one of the Easy 8s haven't been upgraded with the machine guns yet. Tongue-tied there. Get the squad wipe anyway. Easy 8s are so strong against infantry. Pretty good moving performance on them as well. Okay, that's a fortress of sandbags coming up right now.
One of our capture points is under attack.
Really tough spot for Barbarossa because P4s struggle so much against Easy 8s. He probably just needs to go for yet another AT gun, honestly. Oh, scout getting wiped up here by the Stoss. Victory. T-guns finding the angle here. Got a bunch of Faust units. The Easy 8s are going in. I think a mine getting triggered by the Easy 8 fire. They both popped the AP rounds. Getting through that Brummbar armor. Getting some clean hits there. Easy 8, so they're going in for more. The Grenadiers coming around the corner with the Panzer Faust. One pack coming in from the other side. The Grenadier, if it ran down this side, could have got a Faust off. Oh, that's the mine anyway. Might still get the job done. ET gun, merge. No, Cruets. Faust, another Faust. Yep. Nicely done there by Barbarossa. Mine saving the day. And Fausting squads as well. Both Easy 8s did while going for that Brummbar kill. Largely because of the mine. Well, I'm not really sure why Freya decided to keep going after killing the Brummbar. That was a bit confusing. One of his Easy 8's obviously very low. But yeah, then the mine there on top of things. So far, maybe Freya's minesweeping. Bit underwhelming. But it looks like Barbarossa has switched over to the Panzer IV now. Didn't see exactly when he started this, if it was before the Brummbar went down or afterwards. Might have been after, just because maybe he thought the P4 could come in and polish off Easy 8. If the AT guns couldn't. Flamethrower on the ground over there, by the way. Stoss coming in on the rear. Free grenade because they're Vet 3. Doesn't even manage to kill the machine gun, but the Stoss do. Going for the steel on it. Doesn't work. Bazooka's reclaiming it. Definitely a good spot of the map for Barbarossa to be fighting. He's got both his AT guns right here. Backing up his P4. .75mm. He does have to be very careful that old packs can knock it out in one volley. Doesn't leave much room for error. Maybe we can reclaim his flamethrower here now, Barbarossa. I wonder if he can even click on it. Oh yeah, it looks like he can. It might be hard next to the capture flag.
Schützenspaced armor will be applied to panzers. Post haste.
And ordinarily this would be where the US player really accelerates past the Wehrmacht player in terms of army size, but because Barbarossa's got the mid bunker, got the manpower discounts, I don't know if we've seen too much merging into a Stoss Trooper from Grenadiers, but you know, you can do that as well to reduce the reinforced costs. Just makes this a lot more affordable. Barbarossa now popping armored skirts on the P4. Extra health going to be really handy, and against the bazookas as well, we've got a much better chance to bounce off the side armor. Oh, the Stoss Vet 1 claiming another squad's machine guns trying to hang on, but the Stoss are just Terminator running at them. Head on. Lobbing their grenades. I'm not actually doing that much with the grenades though. I feel like Freya's probably got the Vet 1 damage reduction. That's helping them out. Either way, Barbarossa moving in for the kill a bit after some good engagements. But got the repairs going on little Freya. So they put this guy on hold fire, I think. Trying to prioritize vehicles. I think you generally do want to be on prioritized vehicles with your bazookas at all times. Chances of them doing any damage to infantry are just so bad. Their bazookas not worth it. So much so that I would say that these squads maybe should even hit the field with prioritized vehicles activated.
Pioneers are reporting for duty.
From stock. That's how bad bazookas are against infantry.
Weapon team at the ready.
Barbarossa doing a good job keeping things even. Of course, the war machine discounts do help Freya out with affording the next Easy 8, which is on the near horizon. But Barbarossa also pretty close to another tank. Is he going to keep going with these P4s? It's generally a losing battle fighting P4s against Easy 8s. because, you know, they're cheaper, the Easy 8s. Well, they're about the same price, but they're just stronger. So it's going to require some good anti-tank gun positioning of Barbarossa to level the playing field. Meanwhile, scouts being annoying, capping on the edge. Barbarossa moving in. Got some bazookas here, running interference. Machine gun, though, suppressing nicely.
Territory sector lost.
T-guns pushing up the hill as well. Force just chipping away. Not upgrading those with the machine guns either, Barbarossa. That's interesting. He has been investing into a lot of mines. And no, he's switching off, going for the Brummbar. Interesting.
Brummbar is fueled and ready for targets.
What needs to be done?
Alright, well, this might actually be able to turn up the bleed. No super bazookas for Freya yet. Though he has just built a third bazooka team. I'd say probably should go for super bazookas next. Oh boy.
We must persevere.
Needs to wipe on the piles. I wonder if they're trying to find a mine. Kind of look they're quite clumped up. Easy 8s zipping over to the other side of the map. Doing what they do best, running down a bunch of squads, looking for squad wipes. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that mine there. Could have been so good for Barbarossa if it just didn't get triggered by the main gun hits. Triggered by the tank running over them instead.
Under fire.
Meanwhile, a bit of a move coming in from Barbarossa, brings in the strafe. Machine gun decrewed back here, the Brummbar's on the move. P4's coming in. Popping the Vet 1 rate of fire boost, but the Easy 8's popping the AP ammo as well. Armored Skirt saving that P4 there. Things lining up well for Barbarossa, but he runs into the bazookas coming in from the other side. P4 got that cooldown after using its Vet 1. It's in some trouble, but so are both the Easy 8s. They're coming back here. Rear armors. Alright. So it's an okay trade right now for Barbarossa. 2 P4s for 2 Easy 8s. Got to be reasonably happy with that. And all the while, the Brummbar's been up here causing some trouble. But now it's maybe in some trouble. 2 bazookas coming in from the side. 75 more half-track. Vet 3, good rate of fire on it. Doing some big damage. He's gone for a bit of a chase down. Brummbar's a little bit on the slow side. It seems like the bazookas very similar speed. Oh! Barbarossa's got the button going. He didn't go for the durability, he went for the button. Oh my god, a bit greedy though, Barbarossa. Trying to pop off some shots, go for the bazookas, but they bounce. They don't get the kill. He doesn't have the super bazooka upgrade. I think if he did, they would probably be dead. 75 more half-tracks coming in though. Not going to let this escape. Where are these packs at though? Where are they? They're so far away. Should have been running over here ages ago. 75 more half-track bounces. And he gives up the chase. Unbelievable luck there for Barbarossa. Wow. Oh man. It's a mine over here as well. Wonder if Barbarossa noticed that. He's going around the long way. Maybe he doesn't want to run right past the VP and reveal that he has hit this mine.
Sector now under enemy control.
Not that Barbarossa has actually a tank to come here and polish this off, but he does have the 2 AT guns running up. Starts popping the Vet 1, able to overrun the machine gun. Maybe going to be able to overrun the next one. Does have the bazookas there. Maybe could launch a phosphorus rocket.
Victory point
to help turn the tide. He's just hard retreating, aren't he? Yeah, that was not impressive. Not very impressive control there. Had enough munitions to do something. Is he using... Oh my god, he's using this ability just to repair up his 75mm M3. That's what he's saving his munitions for? That's crazy. He's yet taken Faust Vet 3 Grenadier, so they got the ultra long range Faust with the damage bonus as well.
This should hold you for now.
Oh yeah, he did eventually pick up that flamethrowers. Nice to see. Is fatigue starting to set in for Freya now? This is some underwhelming unit control right now. Seems to have lost a step. Probably usually has won by now with this kind of build, but not today. Barbarossa has a few tricks up his sleeve.
Panzer IV is... Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Checking for any more tech. Nothing happening. P4 to back up the Brummbar. Double AT guns are back there as well. I mean, Twin Beaches is a pretty large map. Very good for flanks, cutting angles, plenty of angles. As long as you bring your sweeper. But I feel like we haven't seen Freya really take advantage of that, especially because he's only got one engineer for sweeping. I feel like with these kind of builds, you usually have plenty of manpower to afford a second engineer, and that assists you with mine planting, assists you with sweeping, keeping your vehicles repaired. Seems to be neglecting that aspect of the game, just going with the one engineer and relying on the ability. Nice angle for the AT gun though. Feels like Barbarossa's in control right now. He's pushing onto the base, going to knock out the weapons support center. That actually does kind of limit Freya if Freya wants to go for more bazooka teams, for instance. If they get wiped, he's going to have to rebuild his tech structure. What was that grenade? What was that? What is happening? Oh, he's saving up for another easy 8. Does quite have the fuel. Okay. But yeah, Barbarossa, I suppose, has had much better control of this fuel in the middle for a long time. Maybe helping him to rebuild a bit faster than his opponent. Good hit from the Brummbar though. Lots of bleed there straight away. AT guns rolling up, but good time to back away by Freya. AT guns are pushing down the hill. Brummbar coming back in for some cheeky extra shots. One of these AT guns though might go down. 2 machine guns chewing through it. Ooh, Barbarossa might have pushed it a little bit far there. Red phosphorus on this. Doesn't have any squads nearby to really recruit this with. And here we go. Freya smells blood. Okay, not doing too much. Just going to kill off the pack instead. I think Barbarossa might actually be happy about that. I think Barbarossa was trying to kill off the AT gun. Oh, nearly. Another easy 8's on the field now, though. Some misclicks happening for Barbarossa as he tries to get his repairs happening. Building another Stoss. He's going up to 3 Stoss.
Shock veterans
I
have
think
been
he needs
relinquished.
another AT gun still, though. I think he needs the double packs. The one pack
Weapon crew on standby.
alone, I don't think it's going to be enough. This is, yeah, maybe a bit of a build order mistake from Barbarossa. We'll have to wait and see. Guess that's a US Forces mine there.
The enemy has claimed
Make
our
use of the
sector.
Pax Vet 1 here. Try and creep out of harm's way. But Freya has all the tools to win the game right here. 2 Easy 8s, lots of bazookas. Only 1 AT gun to stop him. And the Easy 8s are
Victory
slapping
point lost.
the Axis infantry around. Squad wipe. Stoss dead.
MIA. Presumed dead.
Comes the Brummbar.
The enemy have taken our
Pax
territory.
maybe pulled you a little bit too far back now. Nearly getting a squad wipe there. I think that's what you hope for with the Brummbar. Can actually get those one-hit wipes occasionally. Okay. Grenadiers pick up the Stoss LMG. That's actually going to make them really strong. Remember, the Stoss LMG has basically as much damage as all 3 rifles they have. A huge amount of damage concentrated onto that LMG. And it's not like Code 2 where, you know, elites have different versions of some guns. Stoss might get better veterancy than Grenadiers for using the LMG, but they don't get a different version of the gun. There we go, they pick up a squad wipe. Bazooka team down.
Arc deployed.
Freya coming in. Again, he's coming straight up the middle though.
Down to 300
But it works. Insta-decrew on the weakened pack. P4 popping his Vet 1.
Our AT gun has been destroyed.
Decrew the pack again. And they're trying to kill it off. But here comes the Brummbar from the side. And I don't know why he backed up with both Easy 8s. Maybe some control group issues here. I don't know why the 75.3 is not up here. As I said, I think Freya's had fatigue start to set in. And his control has really left him. His finesse. Because he should have been able to kill this pack. 100% there. If he just sent the low health lone Easy 8 back and had these both up here. Easy kills. Okay, Super Bazooka's finally coming in now. He had to rebuild the weapon support center to do that, right? Well overdue, I'd say, but better late than never.
Area secured. Stand by.
Brummbar doesn't even get a chance to shoot there. Double packs again for Barbarossa though.
We have secured the advantage. 100 points left.
Brummbar's a little bit low. It's Vet 3 though.
Inside tank gun and crew are ready for order.
Pretty strong. Ooh, capping out on the edge with this machine gun. You see that Freya is quite far behind on the VPs. Can't believe that
We have lost
Barbarossa's still
control of
got
victory
nearly
point.
300 points and we're 44 minutes into this match.
Victory point is
come
under
around the
enemy
corner.
control.
But I don't know, man. It feels like Freya maybe should have been able to squeeze in one more Easy 8 into his composition, but he's gone for, you know, an extra bazooka, an extra scout. And he's denied himself the opportunity. I feel like that's maybe one of the benefits you could experience by going for like a
An
low
officer is
engineer
being
style like
staffed
this.
for our Panzergrenadier
You
company.
can maybe squeeze in like one extra unit. Did he not get the
Hotline territory captured, Commandant.
yeah, he doesn't have the PopCap reducing ability. I forget what that's called. So that's why he's so squeezed on population right now. I was thinking, like, something's not right about this composition.
Headquarters has an officer stationed.
It's what he selected from his battle group. Didn't go for the ability that reduces the population cost of these vehicles. That's why, well, one of the reasons why he's squeezed right now. Again, the Vet 1 Stoss really saving the day. Overwhelming these machine guns. Stoss have got a bazooka. They do not have the damage bonus though from super bazookas, so not going to get the kill there. And as I said, you know, Stoss, so much of the damage is based on that machine gun, so putting a bazooka on them actually isn't like that bad to the overall
The enemy has taken a victory point.
DPS stats. Oh, this is a bit of a problem. Could be an engineer squad wipe. P4's coming in for it. Got a Stoss on retreats. Couple mines popping off. Looks like they only dropped one model though. Not very good for Freya. Here go the engineers.
This should hold you for now.
Oh, big Brummbar hit. Coming in for another attack, but here comes the Easy 8s. Brummbar could be in some trouble here. It's isolated. They pop the AP ammo. They are lighting it up. The AT guns are coming across. There's 3 of them waiting around the corner. There we go. Very quick kill on the Brummbar. Frag bombs out, but easily avoided by Freya. The triple AT guns don't find the angle. They're creeping around. They're slow to rotate because of that Vet 1 camouflage. Moving around slowly. Barbarossa rebuilding the Brummbar. Okay, machine gun going down. What are these even shooting at right now, these Easy 8s? The T-guns maybe don't have the angle because they're on the bottom of the hill and they need to push up. Or maybe they don't. They come in there with some big hits. Freya a bit slow to react. Gets away though. Could have been so much worse for Freya. And there's that 75mm from the side on the P4. Going for the capture again. It's heating up though. Freya's definitely feeling the VP pressure.
Brummbar heavy assault gun is standing by.
And there's the Brummbar.
Enemy forces have captured a victory
Feels like
point.
Barbarossa's maybe given up a bit on trying to win this through destroying the opponent's army
Pioneers are
and
reporting
just
for
trying to
duty.
win on the VPs. And the 2 Easy 8s. No time to repair them. Coming out to the far side to assist with the capture. I wonder if he would have been better just like leaving the set up to get the damage reduction.
Pushing back. We are down to 250 points.
They come, got the AP rounds going again. We do have that one bazooka up here though. P4's nearby as well. The AT guns are coming across, but they're creeping in with the camouflage again. They're really slow moving around because he forgot to turn off that camouflage. Might still get a chance to shoot. No. I think he could have killed this Easy 8 if he didn't have that camouflage on. Faust, Faust, Faust. No Faust. I think he had range because he's got that Vet 3 range bonus. But yeah, if you're prepared to use that camouflage, you have to be prepared to turn it off. That's one thing you have to remember to do.
The enemy
You
has
need that
claimed our
fast
territory
rotation.
for their own.
Gotta remember to turn the camouflage off again. Okay, the Easy 8s are healthy again because he popped the vehicle auto repair. Engineers just die in front of the machine gun over there. He's focused on the middle, but again he runs straight into the AT gun wall. Takes some big damage. Has to back out. In control over here, Barbarossa. Oh, he's losing over here though. The scout squeezing its way down.
Victory point
Doing some
lost.
nice work. COH3 is a little bit out of the picture. Needs to be maybe up here. Here it comes now. Just feels like Freya has no confidence to use the Easy 8s isolated. Like maybe it's a deficiency in his control group play, but he just does not feel comfortable using one Easy 8 by itself. He needs to sharpen that up if he wants to grow as a player. There we go, Barbarossa wiping another machine gun. Stoff's coming down here, going to be an easy cap on there, and he's capping over here, so that might actually be the game. Maybe that's another pitfall of this style of little Freya. If this is cooling down and you lose your engineer to a machine gun, now your tanks have no way of getting repaired. Repairs don't have that backup squad. Does eventually come down here though. Could still be a squad wipe against the Grenadiers. Doesn't chase all the way for them though. The bazooka blob heading to the top side, getting some decent damage done, combining up with the M3. Bazooka coming down the hill though. Oh, bazooka team's dead. Oh, 75mm nearly knocks us out. Two Easy 8s there. Camped right on top of the packs, but they're on the move. Some mines over here though. This could be nasty. They knock out the P4 and the Brummbar. 75mm M3 finds it. Big plays here from little Freya. But he doesn't have anything on the VPs. This one's guarded by a machine gun. There's nothing nearby over here. Too little, too late. And that's it. Wow. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, Freya... I feel like he was kind of outplayed front to back in this game. Just, you know, not adapting his build to what Barbarossa was doing at all. Just going for like the autopilot's strongest build as US forces, which kind of had him running around with like a useless, well, not completely useless half-track, but maybe less useful than the quad. And then that early bazooka team, which had just nothing to shoot at until like the 18-ish minute mark. So yeah, that was good from Barbarossa, and Barbarossa is showing the strength of that Stoffstruppen with the instant Viet-1 just overwhelming the machine guns frontally. You know, those M1990s, they don't do that much damage compared to some of the other machine guns in the roster. So Stoff's able to just charge at them head on and beat them. It's actually a really nice solution to the machine gun spam. Maybe if it was to get 50 cals, you'd have a bit more problem, but it's the M1919. Seemed like a pretty smart play. But yeah, better mines from Barbarossa, maybe better positioning. I think Freya continuously kind of running down the middle of the map on the roads, attacking Barbarossa head on. Just not what you want to be doing. Like maybe during those attacks you send your machine gun, scouts, bazookas head on, and then you send like your engineer and Easy 8s in from the side. That's the kind of angles you want to be cutting on Twin Beaches, and that would cause Barbarossa a lot more problems. As for Barbarossa, I think probably should have gone for the loiter instead of the bombing run. I don't think we saw those frag bombs hit anything, like all three times I think he used it. So yeah, probably still just better off going for the loiter. As for Freya, with the battle group selections, needs to go for that, you know, discount, population cost discount. And I think the Seek and Destroy, this speed bonus and rate of fire bonus, I think that also is the superior option, but oh well. Well played by Barbarossa. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like what game we cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.